pugilism company. We're going to get in. We're going to get out. Once again, this is Reed, BBS, the Black Bert Sugar. Keith, one-time Thurman, vacates his WBC welterweight title. Per the WBC, Thurman graciously relinquished his title. He claims he re-aggravated his elbow a bit and hurt his hand in preparation for his upcoming fight. Now, bear in mind, initially, Jesse Vargas was slated to be the comeback opponent, but then they were like, no, it's not going to be Jesse Vargas. They didn't name an opponent, and now Mr. Thurman is hurt. Says he'll be back in the ring this summer, though. Also, the WBC has ordered Danny Garcia and Sean Porter to fight for the vacated WBC title. After the verbal exchange they had during Danny's post-fight interview after he knocked out Brandon Rios, who doesn't want to see Garcia versus Porter or Porter versus Garcia, whichever way you want to word it. And the thing is, the WBC will make Thurman an immediate mandatory for the Porter-Garcia winner. So it's really not hurting anything. It's not hurting Thurman in any way, really, to make this move. It's justified, whether you think he's milking it, BSing it or not. Thurman's been holding shit up. He just has. He's taken what was boxing's best division and he's made it stagnant. And it's all because of him. Now, the same guys are there. Earl Spencer's still there. Danny Garcia's still there. Sean Porter's still there. Keith Thurman's still there. Hell, Jeff Horn has inserted himself, whether you think that's warranted or not. Manny Pacquiao's still there. Terrence Crawford has recently entered the division. Like, welterweight should be on and popping, but it's stagnant. And that's the case because Keith Thurman had 50%. He had 2 of the 4 relevant world titles. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I'm one of them, but I'm not the smartest guy in the world. What I do know is world champions, they actually defend their world titles. And that just hasn't happened, not in Thurman's case, for the last 13, 14 months now. So good decision all around. It's for the greater good of boxing. And hell, we'll get to see Garcia and Porter go at it. That's almost going to be like a train wreck. Some fights, you just put 2 guys together and hands will be placed upon each other with regularity when they get in the ring. Can't wait to see that one. Either way, whichever way you lean, if you're a Garcia dude or a Porter dude, you have to acknowledge there's going to be stretches of that fight where it's not going so well for my guy. Those are the type of fights we need to see in boxing. Again, we're quick hitting you. We in, we out. Mikey Garcia, Robert Easter, they will be unifying their lightweight titles. Mikey has the WBC title. Robert Easter has the WBA, if I'm not mistaken. Now, Mikey just won the IBF junior welterweight title, the 140-pound title, in his last fight against Sergey Lipinets. But he's made the decision to vacate that belt. He's keeping the WBC. The WBC has been kind and gracious enough and smart enough to know that they'll get a higher percentage of sanctioning fees. Well, the same percentage, but it'll be higher money by allowing a fighter of Mikey's level, a fighter of Mikey's pay grade, to keep their title. It's, again, for the greater good of boxing. No date has been set for Garcia and Easter. I would imagine it will be this summer because Mikey's trying to stay busy. And I'll put it out there now. Give me Mikey by KO over Easter. Jesse Vargas says he wants a rematch with Adrian Broner, but will not fight Broner in Ohio as Broner had hoped. Vargas has suggested Texas. Broner made some not so flattering remarks about Hispanic and Latino and Mexican people right after that. So I don't know how Texas will work out. I reside in Texas. I got love for everybody. If that fight happened, I would do everything I could to attend. That's for damn sure. Adonis Stevenson says he's looking forward to KOing Badu Jack. Like, I don't know how Jack is supposed to respond to that. If they're like, hey, he said he's looking forward to knocking you out. What is he supposed to say? I'm looking forward to him not knocking me out. Jack better be careful in this one, though, because Stevenson, say what you will, he ducked Kovalev or whatever. He's taken the path of least resistance. All of that is warranted. But that man is dangerous as hell early in fights. So if Badu Jack can weather the first 2 or 3 or 4 rounds, things will look up for him. But it's going to he's going to have to pay a hefty toll to get there. On the same night, the Stevenson-Badu Jack fight, it's going to be May 19th, televised by Showtime. That particular fight will be in Canada. Same night, what we spoke of earlier today, the Mr. Gary Russell versus JoJo Diaz fight. That'll be in Maryland. However, Showtime will telecast both on the same night. Good night of boxing to look forward to. The WBC is ordering a final eliminator between Luis Ortiz and Dillian White. So I'm guessing whoever wins that fight, if it even happens, would be the mandatory for Deontay Wilder. This is a transparent ploy. Eddie Hearn, his plan is for Joshua to face Big Baby Miller, who will be fighting this coming weekend underneath Daniel Jacobs on the HBO card. The plan is for Anthony Joshua to make his American debut in New York, Barclays, MSG, wherever, against Big Baby Miller. In the interim, Hearn wants to make the road tough for Wilder. So Ortiz or White, he really wants White to get it because he no longer promotes Ortiz, although he no longer promotes Ortiz. So in a perfect scenario, White would be fighting Wilder, and then Joshua could either make his American debut against Big Baby or face Alexander Povetkin, who's a mandatory. Before I get out of here, Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez has removed himself from the Gennady Golovkin, Vanes Martirosyan, Cinco de Mayo undercard. Like as recent as earlier today, HBO had no opponent for him. They wanted him on the card, but there was no, who am I fighting? They couldn't say who he was fighting, so he pulled out. At this stage of Chocolatito's career, coming off back-to-back losses, one of them in devastating fashion to Sor Rungvisai, I don't blame Chocolatito. And yes, just so you know, Pugilism Company, we fucks with lower weights. Yes. We watching them. 112, 108, 105, 115, super flies. We got you. Boxing is boxing. Whatever country, whatever weight, whatever, it doesn't matter. We'll have more this week. We got the Daniel Jacobs and Big Baby Miller doubleheader on HBO. Any other news that pops off, we're going to give you something daily. That's what that is. That's how we're going to operate moving forward. So if you would, please comment, good or bad. If you like it, if you don't like it, let me know. I'm the Black Bert Sugar. If you want to debate me, you want to go a little old school with some facts or something, I'm game. Please subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. Check us out, man. We're not going nowhere. Home of the 3-piece combos. Pugilism Company. This is Reed. Black Bert Sugar. Till next time. best 10 minutes of your life.